So you're running around doing day game, you're using your opens, you're chatting with girls. Now, the key to actually hooking interaction is to offer value and demonstrate high value. So you're in a social interaction and you stop the person, you're talking to them. Well, what you want to do is you want to offer them value. Now, what is value? Value is very subjective. So what you essentially want to do is you want to find people's incentives and give it to them. You want to find people's incentives and give it to them. So your best way to do this is by screening the girl. And so you want to screen her. You want to pre-screen her. Even before you approach, you essentially want to pre-screen the girl and you want to screen her. Okay? And so before I even approach a girl, I'll kind of like feel out her vibe, feel out her energy, and then I'll approach her. And then, we're talking, we're chatting, and then I'm going to screen her to see what type of person she is. Figure out, hey, do you drink? Cool. If she drinks, that means she probably likes cool parties. And I've got nightlife access to all the best clubs in the city, so I'll invite her to these cool, crazy, bougie events. Maybe I'll invite her to my penthouse parties. Maybe I'll invite her to these crazy things. Or maybe she's a young girl and she's into dance or whatever. I'll ask her a little bit about herself, what she does. Maybe she's a dancer. Maybe she's a model. So then I'll talk about different models I know. I'll be like, cool, my ex-girlfriend's a model, right? You want to offer value and demonstrate high value. You want to screen the girl, figure out what her subjective reality is. You want to screen the woman, and you want to figure out what her subjective reality is. You need to screen her. You need to figure out who she is. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Who is she? Why is she here? What's she doing? Okay? You can even ask her these things. Like, pretty much, hey, who are you? What are you up to? What are you doing today? Why are you here? Right? W5H. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay? And you pretty much want to use that information to screen her, figure out what type of person she is, and then offer value, okay? And then you want to demonstrate high value. So think about this. You can pretty much almost tailor your perception of yourself to her in her eyes, okay, by figuring out these pieces of information from her. So maybe she's into social media. So I would say, oh, that's cool. I do TikTok, right? Maybe she's into parties. So you'd be like, cool. I'm a club promoter, right? Maybe she is into cooking. You'd be like, wow, that's amazing. We should fucking bake a cake sometime or whatever, right? Like, it doesn't fucking matter. You want to figure out what her subjective reality is, and you want to offer her value and demonstrate high value from yourself. Right? And so oftentimes when I meet a lot of these types of girls I'm attracted to, I love a lot of like actresses and models and dancers and these types of girls. And for some reason I attract a lot of these types of women. And I'll kind of talk about things like that would make her feel, oh, wow, this guy's high value. So I'll talk about my social media career. I'll talk about, TikTok. I'll talk about Instagram. I'll talk about YouTube. I'll talk about me living in Los Angeles, meeting all like the top social media creators and YouTubers and shit in the world. I'll talk about these things that in her eyes, she would find subjectively to be high value, right? She would be able to perceive me as a high value man, and she'd be able to say, oh, wow, this guy is a high value guy, and he's a cool fucking dude. And I would offer her value through positive emotions, through cool stories, and through great energy. That's the most important part. Sharing great fucking positive energy. So essentially, it's a very easy process. Again, if you want to hook this interaction, is pre-screen her before you even approach, right? Screen her while you're actually talking to her, and then offer her value through great emotions, great energy, positive body language, positive facial expressions, etc. Positive energy. And then demonstrate high value. That's pretty much what you want to do. And then, you can lead into the next part of the interactions.